Big Bang Theory gets shout out to Nobel Prize announcement. Big Bang Theory gets shout out to Nobel Prize announcement. Life imitated art last Tuesday when The Big Bang Theory, the American TV sitcom, not the scientific explanations for how the universe began, enter the annals of prize history. Life imitated art last Tuesday when The Big Bang Theory, the American TV sitcom, not the scientific explanation for how the universe began, enter the annals of Nobel Prize history. Life imitated art last Tuesday. Life imitated art last Tuesday when The Big Bang Theory, the American TV sitcom, not the scientific explanation for how the universe began, enter the annals of Nobel Prize history. The announcement of the winners of this year's Nobel in Physics began with a nod to an unlikely cultural reference. The opening lyrics to the show's theme song, The Big Bang Theory, had its final in May. In the episode, two of the main characters, Sheldon and Amy, win the physics prize. The announcement of the winners of this year's Nobel in Physics began with a nod to an unlikely cultural reference. The opening lyric to the show's theme song, The Big Bang Theory, had its final in May. In the episode, two of the main characters, Sheldon and Amy, win the physics prize. The announcement of the winners of this year's Nobel in Physics began with a nod to an unlikely cultural reference. The opening lyrics to the show's theme song, The Big Bang Theory, had its final in May. In the episode, two of the main characters, Sheldon and Amy, win the physics prize. Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state. Then, nearly 14 billion years ago, expansion started. Academy member of Daniels said, quoting the Big Bang theme at a presentation in Stockholm. A Canadian-American scientist and two Swiss scientists won the Physics Prize for their work in understanding how the universe has evolved from the Big Bang and the blockbuster discovery of a planet outside our solar system. Gral Hansen Secretary General of the Royal Swedish Academy of Science. Said the TV show was a fantastic achievement that brought the world of science to laptops and living rooms around the world, referencing its theme song before seemed fitting, he said. The Big Bang Theory debuted in 2007 and overcome early doubts to become a cult classic. The show featured a crew of nerdy misfits, all scientists on the west coast of the United States. Hans said he hoped fans of the show likes how this year's Nobel Prize are handled. I hope that Sheldon and Amy are not too disappointed today, he said. The word cult in the third last paragraph means that the Big Bang Theory debuted in 2007 and overcame early doubts to become a cult classic. An interesting followed with exaggerated zeal. Adherent of an exclusive system of religious beliefs and practice, a strong room or compartment, often made of steel, for safekeeping of valuables. What does brought the world of science to laptops and living rooms around the world means people can download the Big Bang Theory everywhere. People tend to watch the Big Bang Theory in the living room. The Big Bang Theory is so popular that it's a good way to advertising science. Why the Hassan said, I hope that Sheldon and Amy are not too disappointed today because the actors made the Nobel Prize announcement, because he was afraid that they would not like how the year's Nobel Prize are handled. He was joking because in the last episode, Sheldon and when Amy won the physics prize. Big Bang Theory gets shout out to Nobel Prize announcement. Big Bang Theory gets shout out to Nobel Prize announcement. Live emitted at last Tuesday, The Big Bang Theory, the American TV sitcom, not the scientific explanation for how the universe began, entered the annals of Nobel Prize history. The announcement of the winners of this year's Nobel in Physics began with a nod to an unlikely cultural reference. Finale. The opening lyrics to the show's theme song. The Big Bang Theory has its finale in May. In the episode, two of the main characters, Sheldon and Amy, win the physical prize. Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state, then nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Academy member of Danielson said, quoting the Big Bang theme at a presentation in Stockholm. A Canadian-American scientist and two Swiss scientists won the physics prize for their work in understanding how the universe has evolved from the Big Bang and the blockbuster discovery of a planet outside our solar system. Göran Hansson, Secretary General of the Royal Swedish Academy of Science, said the TV show was a fantastic achievement that brought the world of science to laptops and living rooms around the world. Referencing its theme song, therefore, seemed fitting, he said. The Big Bang Theory debuted in 2007 and overcame early doubts to become a cult classic. The show featured a crew of nerdy misfits, all sons of the West Coast of the United States. Hans said that he hoped fans of the show liked how this year's Nobel Prize are handled. I hope that Sheldon and Amy are not too disappointed today, he said. I hope that Sheldon and Amy are not too disappointed today, he said. Hassan said he hoped fans of the show liked how this year's Nobel Prizes are handled. The Big Bang Theory debuted in 2007 and overcame early doubts to become a cult classic. The show featured a crew of nerdy misfits, all scientists on the west coast of the United States. Cult 受特定群体欢迎的，作为偶像崇拜的 ，very popular with a particular group of people. Very popular with a particular group of people. Cult become a cult classic. 受特定群体欢迎的，作为偶像崇拜的，作为偶像崇拜的，受特定群体欢迎的，作为偶像崇拜的。A cult movie, a cult book, 风靡一时的电影和书。A cult movie, a cult book, a crew of 一组工作人员。Between Silver and myself, we got together a crew of the toughest seamen you can imagine. Between Silver and myself, we got together a crew of the toughest seamen you can imagine. Misfit 与别人合不来的、行为怪异的或思想怪异的人。Misfit 表否定 fate 合适。A person who is not accepted by a particular group of people, especially because their behavior or their ideas are very different. A person who is not accepted by a particular group of people, especially because their behavior or their ideas are very different. A social misfit, 与社会格格不入的人。Misfit, a crew of. A cult movie, a cult book. Cult 受特定欢迎的。Graham Hansen, Secretary General of the Royal Swedish Academy of Science, said the TV show was a fantastic achievement that brought the world of science to laptops and living rooms around the world. Referencing its theme song, therefore seemed fated, he said. 句子的主语是 Graham Hansen， 后面加一个同位语修饰，谓语 said， 宾语和省略 that 的宾语从句。The TV show was a fantastic achievement. That 是定语从句，修饰 fantastic achievement. Graham Hansen, Secretary General of the Royal Swedish Academy of Science, said the TV show was a fantastic achievement that brought the world of scientific to laptops and the living room around the world. Referencing a theme song, therefore seemed fitting, he said. A Canadian-American scientist and two Swiss scientists won the physics prize for their work in understanding how the universe has evolved from the Big Bang and the blockbuster discovery of a planet outside our solar system. Evolve 逐渐形成、逐渐发展、逐渐演变、发展进化、进化、逐渐形成、逐步发展、逐渐演变。To develop gradually, especially from a simple to more complicated form, to develop something in this way, evolve into 演化成 evolve from 从什么什么演化而来。The company has evolved into a major chemical manufacturer. More complex animals gradually evolved from these very simple creatures, evolved into 逐渐演变、逐渐变化、逐步形成。Blockbuster 一鸣惊人的事物 something very successful, especially a very successful book or film movie. Something very successful, especially a very successful book or film movie. A Hollywood blockbuster, a blockbuster movie novel, a blockbuster movie novel, a blockbuster movie novel, a blockbuster movie, a cult movie, a cult novel, 卖座大片、风靡一时的小说 a Hollywood blockbuster, 一部好莱坞大片 A Canadian-American scientist and two Swiss scientists won the physics prize for their work in understanding how the universe has evolved from the Big Bang and the blockbuster discovery of a planet outside our solar system. 剧中两个国家的三个科学家为主语。won 是谓语动词，奖项是宾语 for 是原因状语，后面应引导某方面的贡献。how 后边是两个名词性结构。第一个是宇宙是如何从大爆炸中演化而来，第二个是一个重大发现 how the universe has evolved from the Big Bang and the blockbuster discovery a planet outside our solar system. Blockbuster, a Hollywood blockbuster, a blockbuster, a cult movie, novel, involved from. Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state. Then, nearly 14 billion years ago, expansion started. Academic member Wolf Danielson said, quoting the Big Bang theme at a presentation in Stockholm. Dense, 密集的 containing a lot of people, things, plants, etc. with little space between them. Containing a lot of people, things, plant, etc. with little space between them. Dense, density, 密度 A dense column of smoke rose several miles into the air. A dense column of smoke rose several miles into the air. Dense, 愚笨的 How can you be so dense? Dense, 难以理解的、难懂的 difficulty to understand because it contains a lot of information. A dense piece of writing, 难懂的文章 A dense piece of writing. Dense, 愚笨的 dense, 密集的Presentation 展示会、介绍会、发布会 A meeting at which a meeting at which something, especially a new product or idea, a piece of work is shown to a group of people. The sales manager will give a presentation on the new products. Present. Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state. Then, nearly 14 billion years ago, expansion started. Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state. Then nearly 14 billion years ago, expansion started, academic number Wolf Danielson said, quoting the Big Bang theme at the presentation in Stockholm. Presentation, a meeting at which something, especially a new product or idea or pieces of work, is shown to a group of people. The sales manager will give a presentation on the new products. Present 现在的展示 present prelude finale 中场的结局的 debut nod. The announcement of the winners of this year's Nobel in Physics began with a nod to an unlikely cultural reference. The opening lyric to the show's theme song. The Big Bang Theory had its finale in May in the episode 10. Two of the main characters, Sheldon and Amy, win the physics prize. Nod, 点头, a small quick movement of the head down and up again. Give somebody something the nod. Began with a nod to an unlikely cultural reference. I hope I'll give the nod to the plan. Have a nodding acquaintance with somebody. Something. 与什么有点头之交，对什么什么略知一二。To only know somebody something slightly. Finale. 中场结局，音乐的终曲末乐章。The last part of the show or a piece of music. The festival ends with a grand final in Hyde Park. Prelude 序幕。Prelude 序幕 Prelude. Life imitated art last Tuesday when Big Bang Theory, the American TV sitcom, now the scientific explanation for how the universe began, entered the annals of Nobel Prize history. Imitate 模仿效仿 mimic 模仿 to copy somebody or something. Some of the younger pop bands try to imitate their musical heroes from the past. He mimicked her southern accent. Annal 编年史历史记载 an official record of events or activities year by year, historical records. His deed went down in the annals of the British history. Chronicle 按时间的，按先后顺序的。Chronic 慢性病的。Big Bang Theory gets shout out on Nobel Prize announcement. Get shout out to 名声大噪，引起强烈反响。Have a widely spread fame on certain occasion. Michael Jordan got shout out to the world when he had won the sixth NBA championship. Life imitated last Tuesday when the Big Bang theory entered the annals of Nobel Prize history. The show was a fantastic achievement, bringing the world of science to laptops and living rooms around the world. The show debuted in 2007 and overcame early doubts to become a cult classic.